Hello friends and welcome to Hong Kong. Now this isn't a normal travel vlog. My family actually grew up in mainland China and my great-grandmother actually went to school in Hong Kong when she was a teenager. She spoke fluent Cantonese, which she never taught her children, and she actually spoke in Cantonese with my great-grandfather when they wanted to keep a secret or have a conversation that their kids wouldn't be able to understand. And so this trip is really about connecting with my own heritage and spending time with my grandmother, as well as getting to explore a new part of the world. We woke up with this beautiful view of the harbor in Hong Kong. We were rather jet lagged after getting in quite late and then not sleeping terribly well. So it was just really nice to have a cup of tea, sit by the window, and just have a slow morning before we waited for the restaurant to open downstairs. Good morning from Hong Kong. We woke up at like 2 in the morning because my grandma and I both have pretty bad jet lag, but I'm not stressing about it because we are on holiday and we are about to head down to breakfast. We have not been able to go back to sleep, so that means that we got about 2.5 hours of sleep. We watched a movie and waited till breakfast was open, and I think it's about time. Yes, it's 7:20, so it opened about 20 minutes ago. So we're gonna head down to the breakfast buffet, grab some grub, and then head out into the city. Beyond wanting to connect with my heritage, one of the other reasons I was really excited to visit Asia was the food. Growing up, Chinese food was always a comfort to me, and whenever I got sick, my grandmother would make mung bean porridge, and getting to have dim sum first thing in the morning is just such a novelty and was just so wonderful. And one of the highlights for me was actually getting to have Hong Kong style milk tea first thing in the morning. I actually got this mixed with coffee, which may have been a little too much caffeine for the first day, especially after getting very little sleep. But my goodness, it is so good. It is really rich black tea with sweetened condensed milk. And so if you really like Thai iced tea and you really like the strong flavor of black tea, I do highly recommend trying it out if you have a local boba shop. I'm sure that they have a similar option. Now if you move, it'll follow you. See? Got a little video. As you can see from the footage, this day was incredibly humid and muggy and my camera kept getting fogged up. But we started the day with a really nice walk along the harbor and throughout Kowloon before deciding that we would go ahead and get a little bit of shopping done in the air-conditioned malls. The one thing, however, that we weren't expecting was that most things don't open until about 11 or noon in Hong Kong. So we had some time to kill, so we just ended up wandering around until the shops opened and got to participate in my grandmother's favorite activity, which is shopping. Now, I didn't see very much at the first mall that we attended that I wanted to buy, but when we hit up the Muji store over near Times Square, I found these matcha freeze-dried strawberries and they were so delicious. But the highlight of the day was definitely finding this Studio Ghibli shop. I absolutely love Studio Ghibli, especially Kiki's Delivery Service. It is my favorite Studio Ghibli film that I've been watching since I was a kid, so I was just absolutely thrilled, and I ended up buying so much stationery. I bought some chopsticks with Gigi's face on it and a bunch of things. I was just so thrilled. I have lost Grandma in a sportswear shop, and we are just out shopping. I have done so much damage. I currently have face tracking on, so you can't quite see my bags, but let me put the camera down. Okay, so as you can see, I have a new tote. This is Kiki's delivery service. I'll do like a real haul later on, but I got a lot of stuff, mostly stationery, at the Studio Ghibli type shop. And then got quite a few things from Ralph Lauren, including this shirt that I am currently wearing. And now I'm just exploring. We're currently in Times Square, and there's like 9 flights of shops, and this seems like the sportier level. So my grandmother's currently in some golf wear shop because she really liked a belt. And I am just walking around. We've got Adidas and New Balance and everything. It's wild. My one observation, or 2 observations, is that they use very different fabric here, which makes sense based on the weather and the climate. And the second is that I am way too damn tall for all of the clothing here. I'm 6 feet tall, in case you didn't know that. And the clothing here is definitely made for people that are not quite my height. So I'm gonna go find my grandmother and hopefully not do too much more damage to my wallet, because Ralph Lauren really took my finances for a spin. But I needed to get a little gift for London Boy, so that's how I'm justifying my financial decisions. Good morning. It is day 2 in Hong Kong. We had a lovely dinner out with Mason and his family yesterday, and we got some plums to bring home. And today we are up a little bit later. We woke up at, I think, 3, and we're up for a few hours, and then did manage to get back to sleep, which is a blessing. And this morning we're gonna head down to breakfast, and then I think we're heading back to the Hong Kong side. So we're gonna take the ferry, and there's something that my grandmother needs to pick up. We're gonna do some exploring over in that area, and then I think we're doing more of the Kaelyn side this evening / afternoon. I figured I should probably stand to do a little fit check. So I have on my new Ralph Lauren shirt that I got yesterday. I love adding staple pieces to my wardrobe, but buying them in special places. So rather than getting in London, I wanted to get a nice Ralph Lauren shirt to add to my wardrobe, my capsule wardrobe, and buy it here in Hong Kong. And then I have on some pleated shorts, my belt, and underneath this I have on this tank top that I got from Uniqlo yesterday. I will likely need to take this off while we are outside because it is quite warm. And instead of taking my camera bag today, I'm going to use my new Kiki's delivery service tote because it's very cute. So pack up my camera, we're going to head over to breakfast and then take you along for day 2. camera up so high in order for you to see me. But we have just been around doing some vintage shopping. I ended up buying these 4 blue and white prints in these wooden block frames. They're beautiful. However, I have no idea how I'm going to get them home. But it is starting to rain, and we're going to find cover in a mall. Hopefully get some boba or something. But I seem to have misplaced my grandmother because I crossed the street in order to get a photo. And I don't know where she went. So now I'm on mission to find grandma. The rest of our time in Hong Kong was filled with eating so much wonderful food, including these scallion pancakes and some byung byung noodles. My grandmother got these delicious dumplings. But the highlight of my second day in Hong Kong was definitely this tea shop that I found. It was just such a nice reprieve from the heat, and the tea was absolutely delicious. I got this white peach oolong as well as this sponge cake that I ended up bringing back to the hotel to eat later, and it was just so good. But this is actually the conclusion of the Hong Kong vlog because we ended up heading over to mainland China the following day. But I had such an incredible time, and it definitely wasn't enough to get to explore more of Hong Kong because it's such a diverse and dynamic place, and I can't wait to visit again someday. So I hope that you enjoyed the Hong Kong vlog and are looking forward to the other travel diaries that I will be posting soon. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, friends.